Hi, welcome to the Introduction to WordPress video. What is WordPress? WordPress is a content management system, otherwise known as a CMS. It's a website management tool that allows you, the end user, to manage all the content on your website. It's used by folks who are focused on blogging, as well as individuals and businesses that simply want a functional website. Now, let's get into the meat of things. I've logged into the administrative section here. You're looking at the dashboard. On this page, you'll see a left navigation, some widgets in the middle, a help button in the upper right-hand corner, and a few other things like a drop-down quick link list, who you're logged in as, and the logout link. Now, I'd like to share two conventions that are global to the WordPress administrative area site-wide. The first is the drop-down. Throughout the site, you're going to see bars that, when you hover over them, change colors. Things happen. And the thing to know about these bars is there's content inside of them. If you hover over the bar, on the right-hand side, a little down arrow shows up. If you click on that down arrow, the content section slides down. If you click on the down arrow again while it's down, the content section goes away. The second convention I'd like to share with you, which is very helpful, is the help button. Here, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a little button with the word help and a down arrow. If you click on that, a whole new section shows up. It slides down. And within this help section, you're going to find all over the site useful information, sometimes videos, about that particular page that you happen to be working on. To make the help section go away, simply click on the help button again, and it slides back up. Now, over on the left, you're going to see the navigation section. This is how you get around the entire administrative section of the WordPress website. And I'll take you through each one. At the top is the dashboard, which is the page that we're on. The next section down are posts. Now, posts are little bits of information, sometimes larger bits of information, that are used throughout the website dynamically. You could put 2 posts together on a page, 10 posts together on a page, 100 posts together on one page. The idea behind a post is it's just a bit of information that you'll lump together with a bunch of other bits of information and do something with them. You can sort them by category, or tag, or date, or alphabetically if you want. Now, the next section to look at is media. This is your media library. In the media library, you have all of your images, your videos, your audio files, and any other type of file that you might want to serve from your website, such as a PDF document, a Word document, or just a text file or an Excel spreadsheet. The next area we're going to talk about are links. The links section is a convenient place to store links to other websites. These links that are managed from the link area can be reused throughout the website to create lists of links off to your favorite other blogs, reference libraries that you might think are useful, or other external websites that you'll find that you want to pass on to the end user who's browsing your website. Pages. Pages are more static in nature. This is where you're going to put the content for your static pages of your website. And when I say static, I mean your About Us page, your Contact Us page. It's the pages on your website that don't change very often, that contain a set amount of information, unlike a blog where the information may be updated on a daily basis. The next section is comments. Comments are left by folks browsing your website on a blog or a page that you've allowed comments. They might read a blog post of yours and say, hey, want to tell you, hey, I really liked what you wrote. And they'll leave that comment. And this is where you get to manage those comments or any replies to those comments. Finally, there are things called custom post types. Now, a custom post type is exactly like a post, but it's specifically used for very targeted bits of information. So for instance, in this case, I've gotten newsletters. Now my newsletters are going to be displayed on a newsletter page. That's all that page is going to be used for, and that's all I'm going to use this custom post type for. It's basically posts. It just has its own name and its own section to work in. Now, below this line here is where you actually manage your website. Not the content of your website, but how your website functions. In the appearance section, we have 4 areas: themes, widgets, menus, and editor. The themes is the section where you tell the website what to look like. Right now, the current theme is Web for the Soul Base Template 2.0. The other available themes that we have are the 2010 1.1 by WordPress. If you wanted to change the theme of your website, you would simply activate the new theme, and the entire look and feel of the website would change. Now you have to be pretty careful. Sometimes there's customization for your website that would disappear if you were to change themes, so be very careful about doing this. The next section is the widgets area. Widgets are great little plugins that you can drag and drop into the sidebar of your website. We'll get more into widgets later on. The menus area is very convenient if you have a custom menu. In this website, there's no custom menu. Every page that I create is automatically inserted into the main navigation of the website. But if I wanted to exclude particular ones or create specific links to external websites in my main navigation, I could create a custom menu here. Now the editor lets you actually edit the core files on your website. All the template files that make up the core of the skin of your website, the look and feel, as well as some of the functionality. Be very careful about editing any of these files, but you certainly have the ability to do so. The next section is plugins. A plugin is a base form of functionality that can be inserted into the WordPress platform that allows you to do certain things once it's activated. In this website, we have SEO plugins, we have calendar plugins, image plugins, and other types of plugins. The users section is where you manage the users of your website. You may be the only user on your website, but you might want to have a second person have the ability to edit. This is where you would add a new user and give them the appropriate access to add content or edit content. The tools section is essentially where one can import and export data from the WordPress application. This is mostly for developers, but if you wanted to export all of your blog posts and all of your page content to a text file, you could. The settings section is where you control a good portion of the functionality and the look and feel of your website. I'm not going to go into details about each section of the settings section right now. We'll get into that later. That's the main content of the website. I hope that was useful. If you have any questions, give me a call.